Gandharva Tantra. Gandharva means angel. Very nice, beautiful word here. Pratyahara we experienced in Shavasana as well as Kriya. And here in Gandharva Tantra it talks about the withdrawal of the senses from their respective objects by which they are normally in contact by well-developed control power is called Pratyahara. So the object is there, and the process of withdrawal is not to detach or to fight with, but to gain control over the object. When we are able to withdraw from the object, you actually gain mastery. Otherwise, the object has gained control and mastery of yourself. For example, an object can, the same object can cause happiness as well as misery. Do you agree? So yoga practice is to withdraw the senses so you can remain steady. Steady means you are driving your car and then it stops in the middle of the highway. Because of your awareness of the object, you are not affected. You are able to learn how to manage it. Otherwise you panic. Otherwise people panic and then they become very depressed and very angry with the car. Have you seen people who, when the car stops in the middle of the road, they come out, they even kick the car? Have you seen? They kick the tire. They're very smart. So this is a basic process. But the whole concept of philosophy is based on non-attachment. Whatever that we have in our lives can be utilized positively and to the best of its usage only with non-attachment. If we say that I want to detach, then we have no control over the object. I want to detach, I want to run away, there is no control. But you say that I'm with whatever that I have with me now, and then if it grows, it expands, I continue to utilize it. The only way to expand, in yoga you have two laws. I mean, you have a natural law. You have one man-made law and you have natural laws. In the natural laws, one of the laws says that in order to expand, you have to detach. In order to expand, I'm not talking physically, in order to expand life, in order for life to expand, we have to not attach ourselves, then you find expansion taking place. Do you agree with this? When we are attached to one thing, so absolutely, that doesn't allow us to expand. This is a natural law. You can test it. You can test by detaching. Let's say you are attached to sleep. Let's say you really want to sleep, and sleep is everything in your life. And you say that, okay, my opportunity to sleep is Saturday and Sunday. Normally you wake up at 5 o'clock, right? Morning. You wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, you say Saturday and Sunday I want to sleep until 9. Do you think that attachment to sleep, which gives you so much of pleasure, is physiologically helpful? In the context of life, in the context of living life fully, any sleep that occurs after 5 o'clock is not a good investment. We want to invest in life, in living. We want to invest in sleep. The best sleep is up to 5 o'clock. That's why you find that all the years you will find that people talk about Brahma Muhurta. Yogis talk about Brahma Muhurta. Scientists are talking about that the best time to wake up is when nature is waking up. Nature wakes up around, it's not 7 o'clock. It wakes up around 4 o'clock. 3:30, 4 o'clock, you find nature wakes up. And that is one of the best times to practice pranayama and all that. To sleep early is good because you find the nature does not support late nights. because the oxygen levels are dropping. We age faster if you keep yourself awake after 10. After 10, the environment is not conducive for activities. It is time to sleep. After 10, 11. For yoga practitioners, because you have controlled your breath, you have controlled your pratyahara, even if you sleep about 11, 11:30, 11:59 is slightly acceptable. But you must wake up at 5 o'clock. I mean, just giving you some motivation. I'm not saying, I'm not forcing you, nobody can force you, but you do your best to wake up at 5, and then you will find that your freshness, your longevity, your anti-aging processes, all of that takes place wonderfully. Anything above 5 is not anti-aging. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, it is too warm. The heat mechanism in the body, together with the sun, burns up and comes to a process which is not helpful. So, withdrawal of the senses is to gain mastery of life. That's why I was talking about Arjuna being called the master of sleep. Krishna continuously in Gita, he talks, you are the master of sleep, you have conquered sleep. Keeps on talking about that. Why? Because sleep is, if it is not controlled, it's such a waste of life. So life is to be alive. To be alive is to interact with yourself. Even to interact with yourself, you have to be awake. You are not interacting when you are asleep. Who is interacting when they are asleep? In sleep it is unconscious, it is waste of time. Yoga practitioners, yogis, people like you, don't waste time sleeping. In order to progress, you need to keep yourself awake, to practice, to read good sutras, good books, to interact with fellow yogis. So many things can be done when we keep ourselves awake. Sleep is not a process of evolution. Many people regret when it is too late, that I have slept so much. Yeah. So please remember, tomorrow morning, wake up at 5, make it a habit. Tomorrow morning, not only tomorrow morning, including Saturday, Sundays and public holidays. Or make it a habit that needs to be formed every day. An act has to be done every day in order for it to become a habit. Science supports whatever I am saying, science is supporting. People who have lived long, beautiful lives also support that. You know your grandparents, right? How they all woke up early. My God, our grandparents woke up late. And those days all wake up according to them because they were very intuitive. In order for intuition to grow, we will need to follow natural laws. Natural law states 5 to 6 hours is enough.